whatever value you have for x, you're putting that in for x. So it's 4 minus 7, which is -3. So you're literally taking that value they give you, you're putting that in for x and proceeding from there.
So G4 equals 4 minus 7. G
Which is
of 4 is -3.
-3. Good.
That's there.
Okay. So you can see the next one there. There is an important thing here that I'll show you that really will help long term. You really should treat the variable like it's in parentheses. So I'm just rewriting it as if it's in parentheses. When you put that -6 in, it's -2, -6 in parentheses. That just helps you to avoid making any sign errors.
Okay. And then f of -6 equals -2 times f of -6 equals 12. Okay. 3 is k of 12 equals a -3 fourths times 12. So k of 12 is equal to, so that's -36 over 4. It's -9.
Be careful there with signage. It's the exact thing I just mentioned here. If you don't treat that variable as if it's in parentheses,
Oh, it'd
you
be,
can you can very quickly make a sign error.
it should be, um, that's
I mean,
so
it is
that's,
36 over 4, which is 9.
yeah, 9 minus 11. The k of 12 is equal to -2.
Good.
Okay,
Looks like you're getting some fractions here
yeah,
and things. That's all right. No big deal there.
then t of -1/6 is equal to 9 times -1/6 plus 10. So then, yeah,
So, so you multiply the top, which is really 9 over 1. You can reduce this, which you typically do want to reduce before you add. It becomes -3 over 2. And
so
because
that,
you're doing this sort of assignment where there's letters at the bottom, you kind of want to look ahead and see what they have down there. They've got fractions.
yeah, so
So
then,
and I guess and decimals, but I would make this it's 10, 20 over 2.
so that's 17 halves.
Yeah.
Oh, that is on there. So 5 g of x, or not g of x, g of 24 equals 15 minus 7/8 of 24. G of 24 is 15. So 24 times 7.
All right, so I'd like to jump in here and give you some thoughts here. It is better to divide before multiplying. I haven't said that yet, but really this is the first one where it kind of matters. If you take 24 and divide it by 8, that's 3.
Oh, okay, so then it'd be minus, so that'd be 7 times 3.
Right. And if you multiply, which works, you get 144 divided by 8, which
It's a much bigger
it,
number to work
yeah,
with.
it's easier to work with numbers if you divide before multiplying.
Yeah.
If you could do that, you will save yourself time and frustration because the numbers are more manageable.
Yeah. So then, G of 24 is -6.
Yep, very good. Is this, how would you rate the difficulty of these?
Um, they're not too difficult, but they're like tricky.
All right. Why don't you try this one? I'm going to just step away for a moment. I've got to deal with a pesky cat. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right. How did you do on this one?
I got C of 10 is -5.
Okay. 0.25 times 10. You're moving the decimal just one place.
Yep, so I got 2.5 -3.
-3. So it should be minus 0.5. I heard something different, but maybe that's what you wrote and that's
Yeah,
what
that's what I
matters.
have.
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay. Now, are you doing the whole like grabbing the letters as you go?
Yeah,
Um,
I'm just grabbing the letters as I
okay.
go.
All right. All right. So have you tried 7?
Yep, I did do 7.
All right. What did you get for 7?
Uh, W of 1/2 is 5.
21 minus 3 minus 13 is 5. Very good. How about 8?
I did not get to 8.
All right. So go ahead and work on 8.
8, -8. 1/4 times -8 plus 36 minus 14. P of -8 is -2 plus 9 minus 14. P of -8 is uh, -7.
So this part becomes -7.
Oh, that whole thing ends up being -7?
Yeah. You mean the whole, okay, so let's you could first add 36, which is 28, and then you're taking -1/4 of that.
Huh, so I just, I did, what's the word? When you, I distributed the -4, so then I got
No, no,
oh, it should be -8 minus 36.
yeah. I mean, when you're evaluating, while what you can do is okay, you really want to just do what's in parentheses first.
Uh, so then it'd be -21.
Yes.
Okay. 9. So
So
then
this is
9 is solving for x.
yes, it's working backwards.
So it'd be 8x equals -56. Divide by 8. Divide by 8. X equals -7.
Okay.
Okay. 10 Um, and H. So then 10 equals negative 56x. So multiply it by -6.
You might as well multiply by the whole thing, the reciprocal.
So multiply by -6/5.
Yes. And again,
Alright,
this is an opportunity for you to divide 10 over 5 to divide before you multiply. Now, I know that's not super difficult to do -6 times 10, but 10 divided by 5 is 2 times -6 is 12. Kind of
so
your
now I got
call,
x equals -12.
right? There's
Um,
problems where I can make the numbers large enough that you will want to do it the way I'm showing you, but that's up to you.
so for 1148 is 16 minus 0.5x -16 -16. So that's 32 is equal to -0.5x, and then it's x equals -64.
Yep.
I'm just like looking for the number. There it is, last one. Okay. And then 12 is 15 equals 8/9 x -17. So add 17 to both sides. 32 equals 8/9 x. We'll multiply by 9 first. Actually, I'm gonna divide
You
by 8 first.
you have to actually undo addition and subtraction first. So you have to undo the set the
Yeah, I already added
oh, you
17.
already did it? Okay.
Yeah.
And then you can multiply by the reciprocal would be preferred. Like long term, you want to start multiplying by reciprocals. Because again, you can divide before you multiply.
Okay, so when I did that, I got x equals 4/9.
Nope, no. 32 divided by 8 is 4 times
Oh,
9
it's
is
9/4.
36.
Huh?
It's the reciprocal. You multiply by the reciprocal.
Oh, I see what I did wrong. I divided instead of multiplying. $13. So 0 equals -3 times x minus 2/3 plus 19. So then 0 equals -3x. And then that's plus 2 plus 19. And
So it sounds like you distributed in the
yeah, I distributed in the 3.
okay.
So then it'd be -21 equals -3x divided by 3 divided by 3. X equals 7. And then the last one equals 2 because the answer is it takes the buzz, but we solve it.
Right. You probably should have put that in the middle.
Yeah.
So you have to decide whether the amount that they're giving you is X or is it C of X.
Um it's C of X, so it's 114 equals
Okay.
90 plus 12x. And -90 -90 you're left with 24 equals 12x. Divide by 12. Divide by 12. X equals 2. Okay, and then I do actually have one more thing. It's kind of like notes,
Great.
but it's probably worth it to go through with like oh, I actually have to send you because it's not in Google Class, so I'll actually have to like send you pictures of that. Uh, mm, mm, this one's it. Okay. Then we filled out some of it, but not all. Okay, so I should have just sent to you
Chat or email?
email.
Email. There it is. All right. All right. Where do you want us to start here?
Um, any page really works. I can find any page.
Well, let's go with, I mean, I'm big on doing stuff in order here. Looks like C is this f of n equals n squared minus 5. Does that look okay to you?
Yeah,
Okay.
you
You
said
got to find the
C of N.
C. Looks like letter C. Let me snip it in here. Just uh,
Oh, that's F. Okay. F of N equals N. Yeah, okay. Found
so it
it.
says to find the first four terms of the sequence. So you're just evaluating for f of 1, f of 2, f of 3, and f of 4. Why don't you try that?
4. Okay. 1 squared, 1 minus 5, negative 4. 2 squared is 4, negative 1. 3 squared is 9, is 4. So I got negative 4, negative 1, 4, and 11.
All right, yeah, looks good. So D is really similar if you want to try that.
Yeah. Okay, so I got 1, 5, 9, and 13.
Very good. Now E is a little bit different. Did you guys talk about recursive sequences in class?
No.
Okay. So the way this works is to find f of 2, you're putting 2 in for n. It becomes f of 2 minus 1, which is really f of 1 plus 3. What that means is you're grabbing the previous value of 2, and then you're adding 3 to it. So this really says the next equals the previous plus 3. It's almost easier in words.
Okay, so it'd be substitute 2 in for n, right?
Yeah. And then you have to do it again for 3. You have to put 3
So
in
then
for
it'd be,
n.
so then for f of 2, it would be 4.
No, no. But f of 2 is f of 1 plus 3.
Oh, okay, so f of 2 equals f of 1 plus 3. So then f, so f of 2 equals 5. So f of 3 equals f of 2 plus 3. So then f of 3 equals 8. And then so f of 4 equals f of 3 plus 3. F of 4 equals 11.
What's your f of 3? I'm sorry, I missed that.
8,
Yep. And then f of 4,
11.
and then f of 5. Well, you actually don't need to do that. Okay, good. All right. Now there's this kind of thing off to the right here, which says what is the 15th term of the sequence? I don't know, it's like formatted weirdly, referring to the last one. Do you think that refers to this or something else?
Probably this one. Yeah.
So that's
So
f of
then
15.
57.
All right, good. Let's move on here to page 2, I guess. Looks like they want you to write a formula for the sequence, the rule, if you will. So what you want to look for is like, what does this go up by or down by? Either increments or decrements.
Right. So that goes
Looks
up
like,
by 1,000 each time.
yeah, and you want to make sure it's the same each time. So then there's sort of a shortcut here, which I think you'll appreciate, is you actually go back a term. So if you were to go backwards, it would be 4,000. So your formula is you go backwards, that one number, plus the increment or decrement times the variable.
Okay.
You will see that that
Nice.
also worked in the next one. So it's kind of a nice shortcut. Now that we didn't show any work here, which that would be a thing that would concern me.
Okay.
Right. So the same thing here is like, what are you doing to go from here to here? What's the increment or decrement?
-14.
Negative 14, down 14. So if you were to go the other way, you'd be adding 14, it'd be 169. So your f of n is 169 minus 14.
And nice. Um,
Right, so maybe try the next one's really the same. It's just not in a table. You still need to
yeah.
figure out the increment or decrement and then the previous one. So why don't you try coming up with a rule for this? 75 to 100 to 125 to 150. Just figure out the rule there. It's also in here.
Uh, the f of n equals 50 plus 25n.
You got it. So see if you can do that next one there on the right. I believe that's a 10 there, which might be hard to
Yep.
see.
So f of n equals 2 plus 8n.
Good. Let's do that one on the left there, the seats. I almost start to do it without. You can sort of see the pattern here of these.
F of n equals 3 plus 3n.
Good. Very good. And I guess that one on the right, they don't give you a graph, so you have to sort of do it maybe a little differently. You could write a few values out, I guess.
I got f of n equals 6,300 plus 11,100 n.
Yeah, does yours, oh, there's a graph on the next page, isn't there? If you go to the next page, there is a graph and and they do it kind of different because they do it in terms of like hundreds,
Yeah.
but it's, so they end up going 63 plus 11n.
Yeah. That's pretty much
Yeah.
what we put, but like more realistic.
All right, we're up to modeling with sequences. Suppose watermelons cost $6.50 each at the local market. The total cost in dollars of n watermelons can be found using C of n equals 6.5n. So they're asking you to put 1 in for n, then 2 in for n, and so on.
Yeah. I got
And get,
650, 13, 1950, and 26.
all right, very good.
Um,
What is the common difference between them? That's the slope,
650.
6.5. What does n represent?
Number of watermelons.
Okay. And then the independent variable is always the x, the dependent is the y.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't you find C of 7 and then give me a few words to describe what that means.
And 650 times 7. And then for every 7 watermelons, it costs 45.50.
Slightly different. We want to say the cost of 7 watermelons is,
Okay.
when you say for every, it could mean something else.
Okay.
All right, any questions on that or thoughts on that?
Nope.
This describe what it means, that interpret. You're going to get a question like that on your test or quiz. That's a fairly common thing for them to want you to be able to do.
Yeah.
The one on the right there, it's kind of the same deal. They're just cutting right to the end. They're saying like, what is f of 9? What is the cost of 9? Well, in the case ounces, you don't have a formula, so you need to figure out the formula for f of
Yeah.
n
So
here.
it's 20. It's up 20 cents. So then
And
F
if you're gonna
of
if you're
n
gonna
equals 0.15 plus 1 or 0.2 n.
good,
F of 9 equals 0.15 plus 0.20 times 9. Two point five two plus that equals 2.67. So F of 9 is 2.67. And
good.
so then
That's
for,
that's a little bit off here. 0.2 times 9 is 1.8.
oh, yeah, I mistyped it in my calculator. So it's
It's an expensive
1.8.
envelope.
So it's 1.8 plus, so it's 1.95. Okay, so then, so for 9 ounces, an envelope will cost $1.95. Sorry.
Brett, any questions on that?
Nope.
All right, we are getting closer to the end, so I don't know if there's any other like ones you want us to do. We should maybe do those first, but actually it looks like these are all fairly similar.
Yeah.
So we'll
Um,
just,
I sent you that back page, right?
you did, yeah.
The last two problems.
We're basically running out of time here. So let's do the last one here. You're just filling in the table though. It's not as difficult as it looks, because
Oh yeah.
you
Well,
just,
then do you
you
want to
just,
do the first
well,
one then?
I've already said it's 20, it's 33, it's 46, it's 59. You write a rule here, 7 plus 13n for f of n. And then you've got to evaluate it at 10, f of 10.
Okay. Plus 130 from f of 10 equals 137. And then it does not ask me to do anything with that.
Yeah. All right, we do have to stop here for today. I know we started